Aloha.
Aloha. Aloha. We got makeup on.
No, I didn't.
We are live. Can you see? Damn, that sun is not flattering on me. Can I just say? There you go. There's my tan. Walking to Monkey Pod. Very popular restaurant in Maui. We just got here a couple days ago. We actually moved from Vegas to Maui.
It's a new life journey, new chapter in our lives.
So on this walk, I thought it'd be a good idea for anyone considering moving to Maui or to any of the islands, just to kind of talk to you guys what we went through, the whole process, and maybe it'll convince you to come to the islands, or maybe it'll make you realize it's not for you. But we have a good 15-minute walk. So long story short, this guy that I used to work for offered me a job out here in Maui. First thing that came to mind was probably for me our house. We were homeowners in Vegas, so just kind of looking into property management, and if we'd be able to rent out our home, and we didn't want to end up with second mortgage and rent out here in Maui. What came to mind for you? Rocky. That's our baby pit bull.
Our baby that's like 7 years old.
He will forever be our baby. Sadly, he's still in Vegas with my dad, so he's in good hands. He's being loved. We did look into quarantine, and we're still looking into all of that. There's a lot of different options. Our dilemma with Rocky is that he's
anxiety.
Yeah, he has anxiety. So we're kind of worried for him, and how he'll deal with the whole being in a crate under a plane for however many hours. So Rocky, that was a dilemma that's still yet to be solved. For me, when it comes to Rocky, is kind of just worrying. He's very territorial at the house, and now that the house is being rented out, just worrying, that he's gonna have to be kept locked up, or instead of roaming around. So we are looking into professional trainers.
So either we look into options to move him out here with us, or we look into options of him being more friendly and more social. That way he can be free to roam around the house and get along with the roommates.
Yeah, whatever works out best for us. But one of the things to consider is your dog. It's not a easy process if you do want to move to the islands. I would say the whole house renting and property management thing is probably an easier thing that you'll have to go through when moving to Maui. Oh, look.
It's a little bird. It's kind of cute.
Why do you walk like that?
Excuse me, sir?
Why are you walking like that?
Sir, please, do you have a moment?
I'm running in the hallways. Yeah, so family. That part wasn't as hard for me because I know we'll see them often. I know we'll travel to Vegas. I know they'll come and visit us. I think it's more of like in your mind thing, thinking that you can't see them ever again. But I mean, that you'll
with
see them.
today's technology, you can FaceTime.
Yeah,
you
FaceTime
can
and a lot
text
more.
instantly. You can DM on Instagram.
Exactly.
WhatsApp.
I'll tell you one thing that we should have done today. We should have put on sunblock, which we didn't. I can see my face getting a little red already, so that's one thing we'll have to get used to, is remembering to put on sunblock.
Another important, very important topic is the cost of living out here in Hawaii.
Yeah, so it is important to
Very different.
start looking at your options on where you're gonna stay. One thing that I'm doing, or considering, is something that you should always have in your back pocket ready to do, is refinancing the house. Right now in Vegas, the rates are really low all year, all-time low, and they're going up. The houses are going up, so there's more value in a home. So definitely looking into refinancing the house, getting a lower mortgage payment, so we can kind of make up for the cost of living increase out here. And also consider the salary, if you are being offered a job, that you're going to be making out here. We're both, between me and her, going to be making more money, so it's kind of going to be an easy transition for us. Food is a whole different subject. Sorry, we're crossing real quick. Food is a lot more pricey out here from what we've seen, but we've been eating out, so we haven't really experimented with
groceries and
groceries.
Home meals.
I know there's like meal prep services and kind of like HelloFresh services that we'll probably look into, but so that you kind of just have to budget as you go.
Also, when we first started this process, we were thinking of shipping out basically as much as we can, shipping out our computer desktop, furniture, because we have brand new furniture at our house, all of our clothing, all of our plates, dishes, everything. We were thinking of just shipping it all out until we found out how much it was. And so now we're just leaving everything back in Vegas and starting over here.
$3,700 to ship out small crate where all your things might not even fit in. For that much money, you can pretty much start new over here on Craigslist or whatever you want to do out here. So yeah, definitely not worth it. I even looked into shipping our computer. So to ship my iMac out here, it was gonna be $250, something like that. Again, like I don't use my iMac that much now with smartphones, so it was very easy to reconsider bringing that.
You kind of just bring whatever you actually need, like the necessities. I went ahead and threw away like 50% of my makeup and like half of my closet, donated, because it's not worth paying hundreds of dollars for something you're not going to need or use.
Exactly. The only one thing that we shipped is the car. The car was...
one car.
I sold my car
to get some money.
And we're not really going to need two cars out here. But $1,300, $1,100 if you live in California and you can drive it to Oakland or to a dock where they ship from, because it does come over on a boat. So $1,300 is what you're looking at roughly to ship your car over here. But see, that's a cost that does make sense. You're not going to buy another car out here for more money when you can ship out your perfectly good car for less. So it's one thing we did.
You just have to be very financially smart and basically figure out ways to save money and to make money, because it's not an easy move.
Yeah, just think it through. Just think about everything. don't take a plunge if you're not sure. You know, you have to think everything through, and that's kind of, you know, how we are, and why it was, you know, more of like an emotional decision that we had to take. It wasn't really, you know, a risk. If it doesn't work out, we can always go back to Vegas. We have a home, we have a family, we can easily get a job again. So
exactly,
it was an easy move for us. So when it comes to flights, you know, book a flight like you normally would. You're definitely gonna need all the carry-on allowance and all the check bag, you know, fees. I thought I was gonna be good with 2 duffel bags until I actually started packing. We had to get 2 bigger luggages. So pretty standard. It's usually like $40 for a first bag, $50 for the second bag per person. If you do end up taking a 5th bag between 2 people, or a 3rd bag for 1 person, it does go up to $150. So we took our chances with 4 bags, because if one does end up weighing more, it's $100. So I'd rather pay $100 than $150, obviously. So we didn't take that 5th bag. We tried to make it work with 4, but we did go overweight. So we ended up paying, you know, that extra baggage. So who knows? If you have a lot, just get the 5th bag. I mean, what can you do? You're moving. You're taking your whole life with you. You know, it's not a, it's a one-time thing.
Our whole lives were in our luggages.
Yeah.
That was it.
So what can we say about life on Maui after 3 days? A lot of hugs. You know, we're going through all our processing.
Meeting new people.
Everybody's giving hugs. Everybody's excited to see you. And I'm sure we'll have more feedback about that. I did look at Trulia, TRULIA.com, you know, just to kind of start looking at places to rent. And the funny thing I found, they have a crime map where it has colors. You know, the stronger the blue, or the darker the blue, is the higher the crime rate. So we did the same thing in Vegas, and we saw some dark blue areas for sure, and even some regular blue areas. I checked it for Maui. The whole island, there's literally 0 to no blue at all. So that's one thing they're known for, is the crime rate. Very low crime rate out here. Obviously you do hear crazy stories, but
that's everywhere.
Yeah, statistically speaking, you know, the actual public polls or documents, whatever that you can find online, there's like literally very little crime out here. So a lot of people that actually live here tell us they leave their doors unlocked, they leave their cars unlocked. I probably will still lock it out of habit, but you know, that's one thing to consider if you're looking for a place with better schooling, and then, you know, maybe to raise a family or somewhere safer. Vegas,
every day the news is full of crime, full of crazy stories.
And every other day, sometimes we know the people that are involved, or the victims, you know, or we used to go to school with people that did things. So Vegas is getting a little out of hand. But, you know, it just depends where you live, how the crime is where you're at. Definitely don't forget your sunblock.
And we're walking uphill right now, so that's why we're out of breath.
So, I mean, those are a few things off the top of our head that we wanted to share with you guys. If you're considering moving to Maui, kind of sharing our experience with you.
Ants everywhere.
Ants everywhere. She does not like ants.
Can't.
So if you like what you saw, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. You know, we'll be reading our comments, and we're probably gonna have a lot more time on our hands out here to vlog for you guys. Slide in that DM if you have any questions, and thank you for watching. Wanna say bye?
See you later.
Monkey Pod. A comer unos taquitos. A ver si es cierto. You tired?
I'm all sweaty.
Alright, see you guys later. Bye.
Hi, little friend. Welcome. Oh my goodness, he's getting closer. Come here. Oh my gosh.
Where are you going? Hey. You don't want some food? We got that bomb bomb. We got that Maui Wowie, that Poco Loco.